Now, please welcome our Hall of Fame panel, led by panel host Steven Giordano and panelists Brendan Slittler, Alejandra Macias, Amani Al-Khalani, David Seawick, Adam Marquis, and Michael Maudlin.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the 2025 Hall of Fame panel. In front of you, $3.7 million in issue paid business in 2025. Give it up. So first, my main man, Brendan Slittler.
Close.
Close.
Good job.
Close.
That's a tough one.
So Brendan, last year, what did you issue pay?
I issued paid about $437,000. And something I want to make clear, this is my first convention. I wasn't even writing last year. So that's incredible. As far as I know, lead spend, you want to talk about that? I average about $250 a day was my daily ad spend, Jan 1 to December 31st. And as far as how I made that happen, I wrote my notes on June 30th of last summer before I was even halfway to Hall of Fame. And I said, I will stand on this stage and I will give Jesus the glory for what I did.
Amen.
And I want to shout out Wiley and Jackson for giving me the courage to say that because I was kind of questioning it. So there it is. Ed Milet has this analogy where he said, if you have a child in the back of a car and they're choking, you need to get to the hospital quick. It doesn't matter if you're going to blow a tire. It doesn't matter if you have to speed. It doesn't matter if it's raining, if it's foggy. You can't see a foot in front of you. You're going to find a way to get there because your why is so strong. A year ago, I was sitting in my in-laws' basement, not sitting, but living in my in-laws' basement. My wife and I lost our first child, and she had a ton of student debt. And now, we have our own spot, thank God. We're out of the in-laws' basement. Her debt's paid off. She's a stay-at-home mom at 23. And I have a beautiful baby boy at home.
Let's go!
I'm going to leave you with this. If you are willing to put in the work, you need to bet on yourself more than you're comfortable with. Some of you are too comfortable. Find a why that's worth fighting for. It doesn't matter the chargebacks, the adversity, anything that's coming in your way. If you blow a tire, you'll stand back up if it's bigger than yourself. Thank you.
Wow. Impressive. Impressive. Next up, we have Alejandra Macias. So Alejandra, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Awesome. What did you issue pay last year?
$596,000.
Woo! What was your lead spend?
My lead spend was around $5,000 to $7,000 a month, every single month. Yes.
Got it. What's the one thing that you do that you can give to this crowd to get them to those numbers?
I would say the intentionality behind your calls is very important. So when I would hop on phone calls, I would hop on confidently that I was gonna close a deal. So every single phone call was a sale, and I confidently felt that way. But my journey wasn't always like that. I started this business like about 1 year and 8 months ago, and when I started, it took me 6 months for me to actually start selling at a high level. It took me 21 days to actually close my first deal, and because the thing that was getting in the way of me actually selling at a high level was my mindset. So when I realized it was me versus me, it wasn't my upline's fault, it wasn't the lead's fault, it wasn't the lead's vendor. Once I realized it was my fault, like I was getting in the way of my success, that's when everything changed for me. So my first month I sold, I think like 2 policies. Second month I sold like 4. And then it was until my 6th month when I actually made my first 10K month. And I stayed because I told myself like I wasn't gonna give up no matter what, because I saw other people making it happen. So if I can do it, like if they can do it, why can't I? So.
Love it. Inspirational. Next we have Amani Al-Khalani.
Good morning. Good morning, FFL.
What did you issue pay last year?
Humbly, $760,000.
Woo! What was your lead spend for that?
About 4,500 a month, so that's 54 a year.
Okay, love that.
Sir.
Love it. What's the one thing that you do that sets you apart?
So I truly take the time to get to know my client. I need to make a friend. In the beginning, I was chasing the dollar, but now it's more about I need to know the other person on the other line. If I don't hear their story, something personal, I don't want the deal. I don't believe it will stick. And I keep 91% of my business, by the way, because of that.
It's impressive.
So business is personal. I want to get to know them. I never walk into the office with a dollar amount in mind. Not 5,000, not 10,000. I care less. I know I'm going to do I'm going to help 2 to 3 families a day. And the money will follow. The money is the byproduct. There's plenty of good out there. I know if I'm consistent with 2 to 3 families a day, I'm good. I did not know my issued paid until last night. I was like, I better pull that up. Steve is going to ask. One thing is, how can I win and keep winning? It's going to become a muscle. How does Michael Jordan plays? He doesn't think about jumping. He doesn't think about how to play. He just does it. Comes in memory. So just treat the clients well, and the money will follow.
Amen. Love that. Next, we got David Siwiak. So he didn't want me to do this, but he's really nervous. But Dave is the man. So Dave, what did you issue pay last year?
Thanks, Steve. $428,000.
$428,000. What do you spend in leads?
A lot.
A lot?
A lot, yeah. About 10 grand a month.
Okay. This guy works his ass off. Tell me what you do that sets you apart.
Well, I'd like to, first of all, say yes, I am very nervous. So I'm just going to read what I wrote and I'm going to try my best. And to be completely honest, it's quite humbling to share the stage with these super agents. It's quite impressive what they've done, and they continue to do. So it's quite humbling to be up here, especially of Steve, the undefeated heavyweight champion of FFL. I mean, he does it every year. It's quite remarkable, and Steve is just built different. So bravo to all of you. So what does it take to achieve Hall of Fame? In my opinion, there isn't a secret formula. For me, it's just a few simple principles. Number one, consistency. Show up day in, day out, day after day. Consistency is key. Number two, effort. Consistency without effort will not get you there. So show up daily, focus, and work. Hard work works. And number three, attitude. Now, this business can mess with our heads if we allow it to. So we get up early, go to the gym, it's gonna be a great day, then we check our email. See a chargeback, a death claim, 2 NSFs. We're gonna allow that to ruin our day, or are we going to allow that to affect us? No. We have to understand that it's just part of our business, and that it happens to everyone. So you need to have a short memory, then go write more deals. Attitude is everything. So let's get our attitudes right. I want to finish with a few thank yous. First, a big thank you to FFL Corporate and everyone who put this incredible event together. Great job. Once again, thank you. Next, Matt Kikasi for doing what you do. You had a vision, and we're not going to allow anything to get in your way. Well done, Matthew. Jared Vickers. Jared Vickers, thank you, JV, my man. And I also want to thank someone who I admire and respect immensely. My friend, our leader, Sean Mike.
Love it.
Now, if it wasn't for Sean, none of us would be here. If it wasn't for Sean Mike, all of our lives would be very, very different. Think about that for a minute.
Amen. All right, I got to cut you off because we got to get to Adam, but you're the man. Sean's the man. My main man, Adam Marquis. What did you issue pay last year?
501.
501. What was your lead spend?
Oh, last year was 684, but 3750 a week.
Okay, love it. What do you do different?
Well, It's triple P. You gotta have the right product, placement, and persistency, because carriers will measure on that. So for me, field underwriting is everything, everything. So been here 5 years, average 53,000 a month, grateful, but because I work my ass off. So it used to be a road warrior and virtual Viking, you gotta up your lead spin. It's just what it is. So for me, it's right out of the gate, you gotta establish yourself with 2 yeses. Get them, talk about their birthday and their beneficiary, establish who you are, what you do. You're a broker, not just an agent, you're a broker, right? And you're on their team. It's a psychiatry move. You're on their team. And then I go right into it and say, hey, look, we're gonna get you most you can. Each carrier has its own specific health and medications, right? And then we're gonna do an application. The amount of coverage we apply for is based on affordability. We can always add to it later. And I go right into the question set, pre-qualifying them. So for me, I'm not promoting, but it's truthful. You gotta have a really good dialing system, strategy, structure system. You've gotta be able to walk and guide them through it, okay? So LeadChamp Pro, it's an AI system, texting, gets people booked on yourself. It's really good, okay? And then Crankwheel, it's like video. It's faster, it's better than Zoom. Right in front of them, you can show them they're following along with you. It works. So, you go right through it. Heart attack, stroke, cancer, right? Do you have any history of diabetes or mental health medication? Any overnight hospitalization in the last 12 months or waiting test results? Any kidney, liver, lung disease, COPD, or asthma? We're eliminating things. You'll learn the carriers who takes what by doing this. Any neuromuscular, stomach, organ transplant, organ failure, HIV, AIDS, hepatitis, seizure, tremor, any of that. Long-term opiate pain medication, drug or alcohol abuse history, criminal history, severe driving record history, any terminal illness, dementia, Alzheimer's, home health, scooter, wheelchair, oxygen, or a rare disease. It covers everything. If you're going to IUL, you're talking about, are you a pilot, student pilot? Do you plan to live outside the US in the next 2 years for 4 months or longer? And do you do extreme sports? That covers everything. That helps me then plug it into the toolkit. Boom, if you're a virtual Viking, you're writing the top company. Why? You protect your business.
Got it.
So,
All right, got to cut you off. We got to get to my main man, Michael. Awesome, love it. Michael Muldean, what did you issue last year?
819,000.
What'd you spend in leads?
2,000 a week, clockwork.
So what other than this fly-ass suit helps you to write that much?
Biggest mistake I see sales reps make is, especially like new reps, is they're focused on selling to themselves rather than actually listening to the client. I promise, if you listen to the client, they'll tell you everything you need to know to secure the sale. So rather than being focused on your script process, is you want to create outcomes that will help them, guide them to that buying decision. Sales is all about change, and our job is to be that bridge so that they can make that change. So 3 things that you want to implement that can take that to where you're using questions to help guide them to that sale is, first thing you want to do is you need to create openness. If you can create openness, you can get someone to trust you. If you can get someone to trust you, you can get them to tell you everything they're worried about, all their struggles, all their fears, and before you've even told them about...
All right, my man, we are done. Sorry to cut you off. You're the man. Thank you all. Give a round of applause to our panel.